Warcraft 3 Reforged. The classic RTS returns with heavily revamped visuals and cutscenes, new features, and several balance changes. Warcraft 3 Reforged offers the base game along with the Frozen Throne, packing in tons of heroes and faction units, some redone campaign maps, and numerous user-created games. While the jury is out on how some of the balancing will work, seeing Arthas' betrayal in glorious 4K will be quite the experience. Warcraft 3 Reforged releases on January 28th for PC. Death Stranding. Yes, even with all the claims of it being a glorified walking sim, Death Stranding coming to PC is still a big deal. The PS4 version already looks utterly gorgeous, so you can imagine how excited we are to see it running in full 60 frames per second with potential 4K support. And who can forget the hopefully glorious mods? Death Stranding will release early in the summer courtesy of 505 Games. Half-Life Alyx. Valve still can't quite count to 3, but Half-Life Alyx is the first real title in the franchise since 2004, so that counts for something. Out in March, the story takes place before Half-Life 2. Players control Alex Vance as she fights the Combine with the Resistance and seeks to rescue her father, Eli. Playable only in VR, players will complete puzzles using new gravity gloves, navigate the world, and yes, shoot fools in the face. Gears Tactics. Gears Tactics takes place more than a decade before the first game. The world is under Locust threat, so it's up to you to assemble a squad, upgrade and modify them along the way, and fight back. Large boss battles, ruined environments, and a 40-hour campaign could make Gears Tactics a great turn-based title for XCOM fans. Its Xbox One release date is currently unknown, but PC players will get it on April 28th. New World. Amazon Game Studios' big MMO, New World, releases in May 2020 and sees one traveling to a strange island called Aeternum, seeking riches but ultimately facing off against warriors of the past. The entire goal is to scavenge, survive, and battle these corrupted, which can be done either solo or in companies of players. It's interesting, though we're skeptical about how any MMO will play out in this day and age, so fingers crossed. A Total War saga, Troy. The Total War franchise veers into Iliad territory with Trojan Wars and legends of Achilles and Odysseus. You'll grow an empire, wage war against your foes in large, real-time fights, and ultimately claim victory. Griftlands. Originally starting as a large open-world RPG, Klee Entertainment's Griftlands became a card-based roguelike. As you enter the world, you take on different jobs, collect cards, and either use them to fight or negotiate through different dialogue. It's a compelling twist on the Slay the Spire formula with the signature Klee art style. Griftlands is available in early access on the Epic Games Store, but will come to Steam in June 2020. The full game is currently planned for a late 2020 release on PC. Hades. Supergiant Games' isometric hack-and-slash roguelike may seem different from previous efforts. However, along with some genuinely great combat and level design, the amount of story content is staggering. As Zagreus, Prince of the Underworld, the player struggles to escape, taking aid from the Greek pantheon and battling foes like the Hydra and the Fury Sisters. Each new run gives way to more dialogue, interactions, cutscenes, and flashbacks. Hades is slated to release in Q3 or Q4 2020 for PC, but is currently available in early access. Humankind. After making its mark with strategy titles like Endless Legend and Endless Space, Amplitude Studios is offering a more historical 4X experience in Humankind. Players establish a civilization and guide it through several different eras, going from cavemen to advanced tech, while establishing an empire of trade, influence, or combat. However, one's empire can be custom-built using elements from other civilizations throughout history, leading to tons of gameplay diversity. Humankind releases in 2020, with more details expected soon. Legends of Runeterra. League of Legends developer Riot Games has a whole bunch of different ventures out over the next few years, including CCG Legends of Runeterra. Along with the usual cards of champions and spells, the free-to-play title will also have a special Expeditions draft mode for creating a random deck and upgrading it over different games. Legends of Runeterra will be in beta testing for a while, but it's slated to launch for PC along with mobile platforms in 2020. Medal of Honor Above and Beyond. Exclusive to Oculus Rift, Medal of Honor Above and Beyond is a VR shooter. The player is an agent for the OSS and will take on missions to traverse air and sea, and return once more to Europe for the most immersive depiction of World War II in the series yet. Multiplayer has also been confirmed, though finer details are still lacking. We'll hopefully learn more before the title's release this year. The Settlers. Ubisoft Blue Byte has been mostly on then off with Anno over the years, but its Settlers series has been mostly decent over the past several iterations. The question then is what The Settlers, releasing in 2020, could offer. It's utilizing the Snowdrop engine and looks fairly pretty. Now all we need is more information about the gameplay. Roller Champions. Ubisoft's 3v3 sports title was just kind of there at E3 last year, but the subsequent pre-alpha demo was intriguing. Like Rocket League but on skates and with some racing thrown in, Roller Champions has you gaining followers, unlocking cosmetics, and competing for more glory. It launches as a free-to-play title in Q1 or Q2 2020 for PC. World of Warcraft Shadowlands. You've probably given up understanding the World of Warcraft lore, but Shadowlands, its next big expansion, promises a unique setup if nothing else. The boundary between Azeroth and the Shadowlands, aka the Afterlife, has been torn. Players will thus journey across 5 zones, conquer 4 new dungeons, and pledge to the new covenants. It's a massive amount of new content. Let's just hope the gameplay doesn't suffer like Battle for Azeroth did.